Greetings, everybody. We're at 110 Azalea Lane or Drive. It is a beautiful and glorious afternoon. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to repair this shingle here. This slope, these two were actually flipped up, but for the purpose of making it easier to see initially, I flipped them back down. I actually had to tack that down. That was falling out. So to make it easier to work around here, we temporarily tacked that down. It is still damaged. It needs to be remediated. But just for the purposes of that, this exercise and this repair attempt, we didn't want it getting worse. So we tacked it down for now. What we're going to do is we're going to loosen the tabs on the damaged shingle and the two rows above it. What that does is allows us to get the nails out that are above it, both rows, pull the shingle out, and then put a brand new one in. We have our new shingle right over here. Beautiful shingle, and I pulled it out of my discontinued shingles barn. It's really hard to find this color in a 3-tab these days, so I had to go digging. But I do have a few left over from many moons ago. So one of the things we're looking for, some of the things we're looking for is to prevent creasing. We're looking to prevent cracking and tearing. We're looking to prevent granule loss. You know, on an older roof, you're always going to have some granule loss. But if you have lots of it cascading down like a waterfall, that's signs of a problem and damage. We're also looking to prevent material transfer. That is when you break the seals from here, right? And some of the adhesive is strong enough that it actually brings some of the bottom or the top of the bottom, and it creates divots. And that can be a really big problem. So we're looking to prevent that. Any of those things that we find can cause or pose a pretty serious problem and can cause us to be a fail. So now good workmanlike habits, and if the roof is actually repairable, we shouldn't come into any of those problems. But if we do, then we'll stop and we'll show you what it looks like and continue on. So now it is important to note, if we do encounter a major problem or a really serious issue, then we will stop. That is, if the roof starts just crumbling or falling apart, we're obviously not just going to keep going just for the sake of going. That's rather foolish, and you should never try to perform a repair when it's clearly not going to work. You're just going to end up doing more damage and more harm than good. So you have to be wise and have good discretion, make good decisions when you're trying to do repairs. With that said, I'll hand off the camera to my cameraman. And tools we're using today, we have our green roof snake from Tack Tool and roofing hammer. I got some nails in my pocket, so I'm actually going to put my hammer up along the gutter line here. I'll come back for it when we need it. I'm going to start breaking some tabs. Now you notice I outlined the bottom row here. That's specifically for material transfer. If we do have any kind of material transfer, you'll see it outlined in the bottom row here. This one's already lifted, so we don't need to worry about breaking that tab. But we will go along here, and I'll put my hand here just as a guide to protect in case of sudden wind uplift, or if I sneeze and the tool jumps up. Pop things up. All right. Okay. Come at a different angle, maybe. All right. Came up. Okay. That was already kind of up. That's no good. But it's up. Okay. Okay. Put this down for a minute. Let us observe what we have. Do we have material transfer in any appreciable amount? A little bit there. I'll call you over in a minute if you need. I have a ton there. A little bit there. Wow, big divot there. Huge divot there. My goodness. Divot there. Small bit there. Small bit there. Big divot there. Okay, so if you want to come over here, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Here's that first divot. So here's an example of small. I'm only lifting this about 30 degrees. That right there is a small bit of material transfer. If you can look up, you can see, like right there. That right there that's the divot. Right there. Let's see if I get my hand out of the way there. There we go. Yeah, that right there is the divot, and that's the chunk. Now that's a small bit of material transfer. We have larger over here. Right there. That's bigger, and the actual divot is right here. So here, I'll take this. I can probably get it a little better without lifting that shingle too much. So right here, you can see that chunk. Now we go over here. There's not much over there. And then we get to here. We have a huge chunk missing out of there, and then there. Then we get over to here. And oh my goodness, look at that. Right there, that whole piece is just torn. You can see the pieces, the fibers themselves sticking out of there. Look at that. And there too, that's just hideous. And then there's another piece right there. That's just bad. That's bad news. Look under here, we have another piece there and there. When you look up under there, I don't want to lift this too high, but you guys see that divot right there. Now, just from lifting that twice, you zoom in close, you see right there, that dark spot that's starting to crease, that's a crease. So we haven't even started to lift nails out. You see right there, there's more material transfer, not too much there. But again, there's another one. So we've got pretty severe material transfer on every shingle. We have a crease starting to form right there. Oh, you can see it actually standing back here now. Right there. You have a crease starting to form there. We haven't even tried to take the nails out yet. So we're going to make the decision to stop here. We can't even break the seals. We can't even look under to determine, and you know, we're only lifting at 2 inches, less than 30 degrees. And we have a crease there. We have material transfer on everything. Everything. I don't know what you want me to do here. We have damage on everything. We gotta fix it. The scope suddenly has expanded to every shingle. I mean, we got shingles damaged here on just the slope. We got 1, 2, 3 more over there. We got 4 more up there. We got one that the cameraman's sitting on right there. We got 2 more over there. We got 2 more there. I mean, this is expanding scope like this across the entire. This could be catastrophic. It can't be repaired at this level, at this rate. It's just going to be cascade catastrophically. I don't have to tell you, we're rocking a hard place. We are looking at localized repairs being not appropriate in this case. Just we can't even do anything from this point. Yeah, if you got any questions, give me a call, email, text. Otherwise, I'll see you around the horn.